Starting in 3, 2, 1, podcasts. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second PMG podcast. This one, we are joined here with Chris and Caleb this time instead of Nick.
Hey.
I'm recording this right after the vlog intro, so if you guys know what time that is, it is 3 in the morning exactly right now. So this is going to be the, I don't know, early morning podcast or something. This is a totally impromptu podcast, and we have no idea what we're going to talk about. But anybody want to start with anything?
I'm eating a Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tarts are good.
Like, I'm playing Dead by Daylight, and I'm trying not to choke on this Pop-Tart right now. It is some scary shit.
Yeah, so, okay, so I'm going to talk about the thing real quick. Can you please get that away from the mic at least? So I'm going to talk about this real quick, but the whole plane, if this should come out before the vlog, if it doesn't come out before the vlog, then whatever. But I'm going to be leaving to go to the city to get on my flight in an hour at like 4, and I usually go to sleep at 4, so I was thinking, why get sleep when I could record and
Wait,
play with friends?
there's a city in Missouri?
Yeah, there's 2 to be exact. There's Kansas City and
Whoa.
St. Louis.
Kansas City.
Wait,
That's no.
why isn't Kansas City being Kansas?
Well, there is a Kansas City, Kansas, but there's also a Kansas City, Missouri.
But there's
But
wait, isn't there?
today, let's talk about why I don't have similar mental
Wait, hold
functions
on.
to the other children.
Tyler, you wrong. There's like 20. There's like 30 cities.
Probably named Kansas City. There's a Richmond in Missouri. I was driving by Richmond once. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah, but that isn't named after a state.
So, it's okay. Either way, I'm gonna be getting on my flight and I'm gonna need.
There's
to
a
leave my
city
flight.
called California in Missouri.
Wait, what?
apparently.
Lost all hope in our country.
There's a city called Moon.
There's a city called
Um,
New Madrid. Wait, what?
We've evolved.
New Madrid.
New Madrid, not
Hold
just
on,
Madrid.
hold
New
on.
Madrid.
It's
Hold on.
New
We've
Madrid County, Missouri, United States.
Hold on. We've evolved from naming cities after states
Yeah.
to naming cities after countries.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, basically. An entire
New England.
kind of moons, like the moon
New
is a
England.
city.
Virginia was named after a queen, I
Yeah.
think.
Washington
Virgin
was
Queen.
named after a president.
Fun fact. Saying that she was the Virgin Queen does not imply that she did not have sex. It only implied that she did not ever get married.
Just like you, except for without the sex as well.
What?
I
What?
don't know. I'm just trying to.
All right. So
Don't
yeah,
know,
It's implying that I'm never going to get married.
it's like-
is that so?
it's
No,
like
no,
really
that's
early
fine.
in the morning right now, and everybody is like sleep deprived, and
Whoa.
it's made for funny videos because it's gonna be the
What do you
third.
mean sleep deprived? I ain't sleep deprived. I got this shit on lock.
Sure, you
Like,
do.
How early?
I've already recorded like this is gonna be the third thing I'm recording in the past like 3 hours because 2 they do not,
Hold
1
on.
they do not know about.
I'm gonna say something.
Please tell me that wasn't what I was talking about.
I have been told that I am a ball of boundless energy before.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that in color guard and band in general, when I look around, everyone is dead, but I'm still bouncing up and down, just like with no limits to my energy. And then everyone looks at me with anger, hate, and jealousy. It's
I
like,
want to die.
how the fuck do you do that?
Same.
It's like, I don't know. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
everyone blames it
Yeah.
on the fact that I'm younger than them, but
Maybe
I
it's
just do.
maybe it's just I don't know. Are you fitter than them, or are they all not? Are they like
Oh,
unfit
no.
or what?
No. Most of them could probably just kick my ass in general.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
Most of them are pretty fit.
I'm gonna go commit suicide.
Caleb has gone from the border of insanity a few hours ago to now
They're the
this.
new meme king.
He was on literally when we were playing Rainbow, going insane, becoming like an 8-year-old child. He reverted.
Bingo.
He reverted back to an 8-year-old child, getting his juice and.
My pee pee.
And now he's laughing about a triangle. He's been laughing about this triangle for like half an hour now.
Ooh.
I was recording from the triangle bit up, I think. It wasn't as
Good.
funny, but it's still good, and it'll
Good.
make a great video, I think. No, yeah, so, we'll be taking the flight. I'll be heading back in, like, today. Caleb's, I don't know, he'll be back next week or something, and we were planning on doing the vlog, another vlog, but this time it's gonna be because I owe Caleb a shrimp basket,
Yeah.
which I've never explained on a video yet. So I could probably do that. So
I feel like we all just have the mental stability of 5-year-olds.
right now, yes, probably.
I think.
No, in general.
Just in general, that might be true as well.
Caleb in German class, for
My
example.
brain.
No, Caleb in German class, he's in a complete different dimension. He's just gone out of it. And next day he comes in fluently speaking German.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on multiverse theory?
What about it?
Just in general, what are your thoughts?
I agree with it.
Find anything specifically interesting?
I kind
I'm
of.
finna
But-
suck Buddha's dick.
What?
Buddha be looking thick out there.
What?
Hold on. Did you just say Buddha be looking thick?
He just did.
Oh.
What is he doing?
You-
Oh, is he playing Clash
You
of
are
Clans?
stuck in. Hold on. I need to get this right.
Uh-huh.
Buddha.
Get it right.
Some like Himalayan god or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
Just you want to suck on his chode.
Thick. Buddha is thick. Isn't
He's thick though.
isn't Nick a
honestly.
Buddhist or something?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he is.
Hispanic.
It's all a joke. I'm not gay. Chris is gay though.
All right. So back.
But Buddha thick though.
All right, that's great.
Yeah.
Back to what we were saying about the multi theory or whatever. So yes, I agree with Chris. I mean it's all of it's interesting. I like it. I agree with it. Yeah, that's the main bottom line.
You continue, Chris.
Yeah,
You were
Chris,
you were gonna say something about
you-
the theory.
You were
Well,
gonna
you
say
see, I would continue, but Michael Myers is about to knife my ass.
Mm.
So, hold on.
that's nice. All right. So well maybe I can finish up the thing about the. Where was I? What was I talking about before Chris brought up a multi theory? Something about my. Oh yeah, shrimp. I was gonna tell a story about me owing
Oh yeah, tell the story.
you about shrimp basket.
Ow!
So
Bones!
so basically what happened
Ow,
was
ow,
that
ow.
one day we were playing Rainbow Six Siege. It was the last round and we were attacking.
Oh no!
And if you guys know anything about Rainbow Six Siege, there's this character called Sledge who has this sledgehammer. Pretty obvious. And so I bet him that if he could kill someone with the sledgehammer within that round, I would give him a free shrimp basket. Shrimp baskets are like $11 to $12. And
$11.99.
yeah, so $12.
I went there yesterday. I checked.
Oh, you did? Ah. So I told him that I would give him a shrimp basket if he got a sledge kill. Almost immediately, he goes in behind them and slams some person in the back of the head with one. And it's like, give him my shrimp basket.
Bullets were being fired. There was barbed wire everywhere.
He just
walked
walked
in,
into a
he
room,
misses the first time, and smacks
Slams
Legion
someone in the
head.
back of the head. I'm
Let's
like,
tell them about Concussion Man.
oh, that was amazing. We have so many funny rainbow moments that we don't actually get on camera, which I wish I did. But so we were playing. It was later at night, somewhere around or like 2 hours before this or something like that. Not today. It was a long while ago. It was something early in the morning, like midnight or something. And we were just playing rainbow. And there's this I don't even remember who it was who slammed their head. But there's this the ragdoll physics in Rainbow Six Siege is really funny as well. So basically, what happened was the there was this what was it? I think it might have been Sledge who got killed. Or someone was in the corner just laying down. The Sledge ran into the room. He got shot, lit up by got lit up. Right, he died, and his body like fell into a corner of a desk and then slammed into the ground. And
There is speculation to this day that he did not get killed by the bullet.
he
No,
got
no,
killed
no,
by the
no.
concussion. No, he slammed his head into the ground and died, Chris.
Precisely.
Yes, that's what I believe, at least, that the bullets didn't kill him. When he hit his head against that ground, that was the fatal blow. Like, it was so hard. It was like cartoonishly hard. The ground looked like it was about to break under the pressure, slamming his face into it. And we just kept laughing and making a joke about it. And it's just amazing. It's better if I could have the video, but
No, take the knife out of
it's
my hand.
amazing.
So while you were talking, I hit
Yeah,
a
drop my
small
grit
skill
down.
check and I dropped my Pop-Tart.
Oh, not the Pop-Tart.
No.
That sucks. But yeah, so it's hard to imagine. It's hard to describe it. I can always just imagine it. He's just getting shot. He's like, just imagine someone stumbling to a desk, falling over, hitting their head against the desk, and then almost with the force of that, bouncing back up and immediately hitting their head against the ground, like at an enormous force. It was extremely funny. But no, yeah, so...
Oh no.
What?
This is my second time on the hook.
No? You're gonna die then, right? You just immediately die?
Nope. But I'm about to die.
Ah.
Stabby hands.
Yeah.
Not the stabby hands.
But, so, shrimp basket. And now, there's this new meta of our betting where everything's just bet in shrimp now. We don't bet money. It's not like I bet you $5 that you won't do this. No, it's I bet you a half a shrimp basket, a shrimp basket. I've tried giving him insurance once on a shrimp basket.
I bet Caleb a single shrimp.
That's like a few cents. That ain't a lot.
Yeah.
I remember you bet him half a shrimp basket once, which is only like $5.
Mm-hmm.
It's just funny, something around there. It's funny because we're just everything's now in shrimp baskets, and now I'm literally in debt to shrimp. I don't have my debt is in shrimp. So, you know, that's great. And we're going to turn that into a vlog at as soon as possible whenever Caleb gets back. Hopefully.
Oh, what? I'm still here.
Yeah, we were talking about the vlog, the shrimp basket.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
You put us in so much debt.
he put me in debt. You owe him a half a shrimp basket. I owe him a shrimp basket. Caleb altogether has almost $20, like $17. No, $18.
No.
So yeah, $17.
$18. $18.
18.
18.
Yeah, because $12 divided by 2.
Okay, yeah. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. So we $18 worth of shrimp
In shrimp.
is indebted to Caleb right now. That is a lot of shrimp, especially. So that's just really funny. Right. Any other topics you guys having about? We can maybe start talking about.
I have.
Well,
I don't think I said this in the video. I have something.
I
You guys.
considered
What?
how just have you considered that the ranking system in R6 is complete
It's
bull.
extremely broken and horrible.
Yes.
I agree.
Explain. No. Hold on. I have the perfect example.
All right.
So- No. How players are autistic only when it hinders you. All right?
Okay.
Our team, right? His
Yeah.
name was like Exodus or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
He was on our team, right? And he was total ass. And then we played against him the next game over, right? Headshot.
It's like he turned on
He
some hacks.
nearly got an ace. This man was on some new drugs. Like, it was bad. But I would like to concur that gaming never goes in your favor.
No, not for us at least.
Never in your favor.
And even if you like, which is one thing I really don't like about it, is like you can like ace almost every single round and lose, right? You can get like you can be carrying your team, you lose and you still get D ranked because of it.
Mhm.
I don't like that. I think it should be based on how the player played,
I
and maybe
would
put some
love
team stuff in.
I would love a Dead by Daylight
Ranking
kind of
thing.
based. Right,
Is
because
there
in Dead by
is there a
Daylight,
thing for Dead
in,
by Daylight?
yeah, in Dead by Daylight, you have four categories. There's altruism, survival,
Yeah.
boldness, and something else,
Okay.
right? And I don't know what it is. I don't acknowledge it. Um, and basically, if you help your team out and you keep doing the if you keep doing the objectives,
Yeah.
you keep getting the generators, you're around the killer a lot, then you can get enough points to the point where you won't lose ground. If like you won't lose rank if you die.
Yeah.
Which pays off to be altruistic, like helping your teammates off hooks and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And in the end, that always helps you, because if you do that and you keep doing that, eventually you'll actually, if you're good enough at it, then you'll actually rank up
Even when you lose.
as a process, even if you lose.
Yeah. Exactly.
And if let's say you did nothing all match,
Yes.
right? You did absolute. Oh fuck, there's the killer. Nope. He is triple prestige. Run the fuck away.
Ooh.
Oh, what the hell is that? What the fuck was that?
You gonna
Oh
continue or
God,
not?
run
Are
away!
you okay?
No.
You good?
Baby
Are you
Jesus,
okay?
help
Are
me!
you okay?
I think he's dead.
Nope. Not today. Not tomorrow. No. Anyways,
Yeah, what are you saying?
Um. So basically, if you did shit all round, you didn't do jack, and you kind of just stood there and waited at the door,
Uh-huh.
then you won't rank up.
You won't get anything.
You won't get anything.
Yeah.
You'll just you'll get the amount of points that you earned,
Exactly.
not the amount of points that you won
Yes.
or got carried by.
I think that's a
Okay,
good system.
so
I think they should
I
imply
have
that in
reason to
Rainbow.
believe that there's a new killer, because there was this clown motherfucker,
Ooh.
right? And he just threw some pixie dust in my way,
Ha!
and
Ha!
oh no, he inverted my controls.
Wait,
How the hell
what?
did
He can do that? That's awesome.
He inverted my controls with the fucking pixie dust.
Nice.
So,
So
what I've gotten from this is, if you're a midget,
yeah.
then you that's like you can't get the groceries
What?
because you're short,
What?
because you're a midget,
What?
right?
And here everybody is a sleep deprived Caleb
You can't
at
you
work.
you can't get the groceries.
Watch this. Tomorrow I'll ask him about it and he'll like remember nothing about recording a podcast.
What's a podcast?
Ah, he threw more pixie dust.
Just watch
He
it,
threw more
Chris.
pixie dust.
Like tomorrow we'll be in the chat. It's like, oh yeah, I'm editing the podcast. He's like, what podcast? I was like, oh, you know the one yesterday. He's like, I wasn't in it. It's like,
He
yeah,
threw
you
more
were.
Pixie dust.
That's
No,
what's
it's
gonna
okay.
happen.
When
And then it's gonna
for
come
some
out,
reason,
and then you're gonna be like, ugh.
for some reason, when I'm focusing, I
Yeah.
don't remember anything. But then, I remember everything. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
German clap.
Right.
My eyes. I can't keep my eyes open.
Do it.
No problem, buddy.
I'm gonna
Just
need,
keep
like-
playing FIFA.
Just keep talking the vlog. You know,
Yeah.
that's what's keeping me
Yeah,
awake
it's
right now.
vlogging, talking the podcast.
Talking the
talking
podcast. That's what I
talking
meant.
the vlog, talking the podcast.
That's what I was. That's what I meant.
Talking,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, the
Keep
pixie dust
adjusting
finally
the
wore
thing.
off. Okay.
Yeah. I wish I had my
What the
stand
fuck
for a
is-
mic. I'm actually holding my microphone right now because my stand and everything is in the suitcase already.
Motherfucker inverted my controls. I don't know how. I don't know why. I just
What-
Yeah.
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 some Pennywise looking shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we say. We're on a podcast.
No.
We don't have that many subscribers anyway.
No,
Like-
not really. Doesn't matter what you're talking
You
It's
about.
don't
not gonna be.
understand.
It's not gonna be racist or anything.
Well,
That
just
hit
don't
me-
do that.
No, I'm not.
That
I'm not.
yeah, that's the
Uh,
only thing I don't want.
Okay, so the
let's-
pixie dust hits you like an impact grenade.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Mm. Yeah, I really don't care what we're talking about. It's a
So-
podcast.
So
Have you
I'm
heard
trying
of
to-
our Lord and Savior Harambe?
No, he's dead.
Rob,
That's an old
he's been
meme.
dead 2 years now.
Jesus, it's been that long.
Yes, 2016.
Oh my god. It's not okay.
Almost 3 years now.
It's been way too long. That was when memes were okay.
Now they're cancer.
They
Now it's Fortnite.
deep fried memes. That's what's popular. Chris, have you seen some deep fried memes? They're not okay. Caleb could probably send you some deep fried memes. He probably has
Oh, I
plenty.
got hella
Yeah,
memes.
he
I
got
got hella,
plenty.
Chris, I got hella bread. I got hella bread. All right. Let's see.
You sending him deep fried
Stop
memes right now?
running, you fool.
No, I'm trying to think of something to talk about.
Oh. Um. Oh yeah. So I remember what I was gonna talk about before we got into the whole back thing we were just talking about. I was gonna talk about
Yep.
this What?
I was just saying.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went to a Sporting KC match, a soccer match, a few
Ooh.
weeks ago, right? And so, the match was okay. We lost. My team lost and all. We went after the match or whatever. After the match, we went to go get some ice cream, right? And so
Yes.
when we went to get some ice cream, hold on. We went to get some ice cream, and we were getting our ice cream, and these guys behind us, they had these two older guys, and they had some United States national team jackets. I was like, okay, they probably just bought them on Amazon or something, or bought them wherever. And then after we got our ice cream, went out to go eat or whatever. My dad went to use bathroom. My dad came out.
Oh, Pennywise, get
And
the
he was
fuck
like,
away from me.
"Yeah, just talk to them. They were the head coaches for the U.S. men's national soccer team." I was like, "Oh, okay." We had a full
Alright.
conversation with them about the soccer game, and I had no idea that they were just the national coaches.
Did
Wait, like current.
it come
Yeah,
up
they're
in-
they're the current national coaches,
Okay.
and they were
Did
just
it
they
come
were
up
just
in
getting some Ben
conversation,
and
or-
Jerry ice cream, and
Okay.
we were talking to them and about the match, and they're like, "Yeah, it was okay." And so,
Run away!
they were like, yeah, it's okay. They were head coaches of like top tier teams like Juventus or something like that, or some Premier League team when they were coaching, that kind of thing. Now they're the U.S. men's national coach. And I was like, oh, okay. We're just talking to them about the match and everything. And my dad realized they were European, by the way. They were talking and like their gestures. And so after he got out of the bathroom, he overheard them talking about the upcoming national game that they were coaching, and noticed that one of the guys had a notebook written about the game, watching the players. I was like, oh, okay.
All right.
It was just surprising finding a head coach just getting some ice cream after a match. They're probably watching someone like Zusi or Melia play. I think they should put Melia on the national team. But that was my thing. Anybody else have anything to talk about?
Yo, get off of me, you slut.
I have no
I
idea
guess-
what I was going to talk about.
Oh, did you actually have something?
I have no idea now.
Mm.
I was gonna start talking. I don't remember.
I could talk about the Pinnacle. So,
All right.
more
yep,
stuff
talk
about more stuff about soccer. So I myself play club soccer, and I'm trying to do some college stuff or whatever to get some colleges to scout me for soccer, right? And so for that, I went to a college scouting event with D1 and D2 colleges. And so I went to this place called the Pinnacle in the United States in the middle of Missouri. So the Pinnacle, what that is it's a 5-star training it's like a 5-star training area that's used by the U.S. men's national by actually every U.S. national team, even the women's teams and everything, and the Sporting KC team. And we were training there, and I guess while we were there, the U.S. Women's team were training there for their thing they're playing, and a few of the players were there, which was really cool. And just looking at it, it's an amazing place. The whole area is awesome. And there's this thing while we were in the gym, while we were training or whatever, called this It was what was it? What did I call it? It was zero gravity treadmill or something like that.
Yeah, where you put like the pants
Yeah.
on or whatever, and then
You have to put some like special shorts on, and then they like suck the air out or something. It's like for rehabilitation. It's really cool. It was actually amazing. The
Oh
fields
no.
were
He's taking me to the
like
basement.
amazing. The
He's
fields
taking me
were
to the sex
awesome,
dungeon.
except it kind of messed with my gloves very badly. Who's clicking?
that's not me.
He's
That's
taking me
Chris.
to the sex dungeon.
And it went well and all, but now there's this D2 Baptist college after me. And I was like, so this is not what I want. I don't want a Christian or Baptist or whatever college. It was like
Back away,
it was
Jesus.
like the second D2 Baptist Missouri University is wanting to talk or whatever. I was like, no, no, no. Fuck that.
No.
I would rather play D3.
No.
No.
Every halftime they're
I
gonna
would rather
work in a
play
Bible
D3.
verse.
Yes, and then I don't want to go to like Bible school.
By the end of your career, by the end of your
Like,
soccer career,
yeah.
you will have gone through the Bible twice.
Probably not, if not more. Probably every practice is like, all right, guys. So what's the verse you've been going over recently? It's like, can I go over my no. Because if I did go
Oh,
to a
no.
Christian school, I'm pretty sure I would have to take some sort of religious study as well. It's like, yeah, no. All right, so we're almost halfway done. We're getting through the easiest part now, which was first ideas.
Wait, what do you mean almost halfway? You mean we're gonna?
We're
Hold
going
up.
an hour. A podcast is usually an hour long, if not longer, Caleb. And we're only 26 minutes in.
Okay, let me get my notebook.
All right, do you have ideas written down or something?
Bam.
Let's see.
Pennywise the clown did not kill any of us except one
Nice.
person who
I'll
he
probably just
brutally
edit
raped.
this on plane. Cut out the whatever, or not even cut out anything at the beginning, and then just put a overlay over it. This is a very easy one to render and edit. Really, all I need to do is
Caleb?
put a thing and then export.
You know the Asian chick in
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah. She kinda looks like Frost, except like without the snowsuit.
I went airsofting recently, as well. Went to this weird tiny field.
Oh yeah, what?
Hmm?
You want to talk about the? We can talk about that. I don't know.
What?
What about my? You know that gun that I got?
Which gun?
The. It wasn't a Tokyo Marui. It was
Oh, your pistol? Oh, that thing's awesome.
Yeah, the pistol.
Yeah.
I got
Full auto edition or whatever.
Recently I got a high. It was like a. I don't. Shit.
I don't even know what
It's a CO2. It was a CO2 pistol. It was kind of like an M1911, but it wasn't.
What was it? It was something around that.
It was a Beretta. It was a Beretta.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the company that made it.
Yeah, Beretta.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the brand. I'm pretty sure it's a gun or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I recently got a full auto CO2 pistol, and it's really good.
How good
It's
we talking?
extremely
Okay,
good.
so I have to tell
Is
the
it
thing
like
about
Caviar's
David.
pistol good,
I have
or
to-
is it just like a cruddy cap can pistol?
I have to tell him about the David thing. You remember?
Yes. Do
I
it.
think so.
So this was like one of the first times Caleb was using the pistol. David had never seen it before. He's used it maybe once in a game we went to before without David. And so what we were doing, we were in a bunker. We were in the artillery area of the field. There were several bunkers. We were behind a bunker. They were coming from the pond side. There's like this little entrance, and we were running. Their clips were running low, and David was shooting. Had his head popped over slightly, aiming down the sight, like right on the edge of the barricade, just shooting. And Caleb was like, "I got this." Pulled out his pistol. It was like, "David, back up." He was like, "What? You got a pistol? What are you gonna do?" He puts it like beside David's ear and just unloads like 50 or I don't even know how many BBs it was. It was like a full 3 seconds of full auto past David's ear. You just look over at him. He's like on the ground, shaking with his like, with his hands up, like on his face, just like wide eyed. He was like, "What the actual?"
I'm concerned.
It was amazing.
It was really good.
I'm concerned for
It was
everyone
so
in that
funny.
situation.
It was just like done. And you just look at David. He's just like.
And David is the insane person of the group.
It was just so funny. He did not expect that to come from such a dinky pistol. It looked like.
Tell them about the
What?
the David pistol.
David pistol? Oh, that was amazing. Okay, so we were doing this. There's this event. Caleb, you weren't there, I don't think, for it. It was me, James, and David. We
Are you
went
talking
to,
about the many?
yeah, many
pistols
pistols
or
we have.
whatever?
Yeah. So we got so we went to this event one day at our field, and it was like a it was an all day thing, and it was like a Fallout kind of thing where we used caps as currency. It was basically Fallout is what they described it as. And so what we were planning on doing was making a toll road on this ocean side. Not this ocean side. I mean this on the pond, on one of the pond sides that was slim. And so we were building our thing, and it was me, David, James, and like one other guy. We were just building stuff up or whatever. It was this guy we picked up and kept for the entire time. He was literally with us the entire time. It was just kind of funny because he was probably just there to watch David get killed a lot. But so we're just building a thing, and this group comes by, and literally, they're like, okay. So we were like, okay, keep going. We're just making some stuff here. We didn't tell them about the toll road because we didn't want them killing us, and so we didn't have enough people. There was like a group of like 7 or something. There was only 4 of us, so we would have been probably dead very quickly, if not
Destroyed.
more. What?
Never mind.
Yeah,
Go
but so they're walking by. David, the last one was walking by. David just hushes him over. He's like, hey, dude, come over here. And the guy walks over and is like, what do you want? He's like, no, come a bit closer. The guy gets like close up to David. David pulls his jacket to the side. He had like this like trench coat looking thing. Opened up a side, pull out like this tiny pistol that's the size of your hand. Pointed it at his chest. He's like, meh. Got tackled immediately. He got tackled to the ground, handcuffed, and shot in the back. And it would happen so quickly. Me, Caleb, or me, James, and the other guy were just dying laughing while David was handcuffed to the ground and shot in the back. And we're like, yeah, we're not with him. Don't kill us. That wasn't even that was just the funniest thing that happened that day. There's also much more that happened. Caleb, are you still alive? Are you awake? Or,
Yeah, I'm still here.
Wow, Chris, are you awake?
Yup.
Oh, wow.
And chipper as all hell.
Mm-hmm. So, there's actually
I
more
feel
that
like-
happened that day.
It might be like almost 5 in the morning, but I really want to go for a jog right about now.
No, can we finish
That's nice.
can we finish the podcast at least?
Never said I couldn't take you with me.
I guess.
Okay. Okay.
But so that wasn't even that was the funniest thing that happened then. Did I tell you how David had made 2 rebellions against 2 different factions?
How the hell do you make 2 rebellions? I want to hear this.
Let me
shit.
explain it. So, okay, Chris, have you ever gone airsofting with us?
Yes, twice.
So you know the town in the middle of the middle of the map. There's that big town. Chris,
Yes, I do.
you know?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear him. So that was a safe zone basically. It was a neutral zone where anybody can really do anything, and then the factions would be persecuted for anything, right? And so David he was gonna get materials and found some stuff he wanted. He didn't really find anything he wanted really, but he found some like a water bottle he wanted. He asked how much the price was. The guy asked for like 3 caps. He was wanting it for 1 cap. The guy was like, no, it's 3 caps. David kept trying to bargain with him for 1 cap, and once he didn't get that, he stormed off. So he got a group of like 20 people to fight for him because he did not get a water bottle for 1 cap. and stormed the town and created anarchy for like an hour and a half before they were running out
That,
of town.
that is quite possibly the best thing I've ever
That
heard.
is big. That is big
That
dick
is-
energy
He
right there.
literally
I've
became.
been told. Hold on. I've
What?
been told that spite is a very powerful emotion.
I don't know how he
but
does it.
He raised an army to spite one man.
And he did it twice, Chris. Not he did it twice to the town in a
Oh, over a one, over a over 2 caps.
2 extra caps. And we had several caps from the toll road already. He could came back. He had like 20. He went with 20 caps to get some resources. He had plenty to get 1 water bottle. We would have said nothing about it. We had over 100 caps with us at the time.
I don't even. How do you?
Like
How do you amass the army?
he had 20 people. The town was made up of not 60 people. So about 500 people went for that event. The town was made up of a sheriff, a force, like a deputy force or whatever, police force of 10 people, including the sheriff, and then just normal people. There was at least 20 people at town, 20 to 40 people in the town at once, right? He got an army of 20 people and stormed the town. So he did that twice.
To amass the army.
He did it twice, Chris. And that's not all. He did to a
I think-
different faction as well.
Have we considered? Like, he's very invested in wars in general.
No, yes, he is.
Like, do you think he's been learning from their mistakes?
Maybe he'll be a great general. Maybe he'll like be the world's best general whenever he's like a lot older or something. I don't know. So that didn't happen just in town, Chris. It happened in the market, the world market, the games version of the world market, right? So just to give you an aspect of what he did, okay? When he destroyed the market, he didn't raid the market. He just kind of fought it and destroyed it, right? He destroyed the economy of the game for a very long time.
He destroyed an entire economy.
Yes. He almost destroyed the entire economy by attacking the world market in the center of the map. Right? So
How do you
I don't know.
manage to...
But so I went to go buy some stuff, right? I went to buy some resources. I saw a tarp I wanted for the roof of an area, and I was gonna buy a snack, right?
And I was gonna buy a snack.
So the snack usually costs 1 cap, or you can get 3 for 2 or something like that. A snack now costs 5 caps, and that tarp was 10. That usually was 10 caps. Was 35.
Well.
There was so much inflation, and that wasn't calling the important stuff. That would be like raised 10 times as much because the current caps were.
Let me get this straight.
He crushed the economy. It tanked. It tanked after his raid.
Let me get this straight. Because he did not want to pay 2 extra caps.
Mm-hmm.
He did all this because of that.
He
Yes,
amassed an army.
he did.
Fucked up the economy.
And that's not all. So, okay, so another thing he did. I don't know how he did this, right? What were you going to say?
He amassed an army and fucked up the economy. All just to spite a man who did
Yes.
not give him a water bottle
Yes.
for 1 cap.
Yes. So,
He should have just given him the water bottle.
you should have given him the water bottle. He didn't know what was coming.
He did not know what hell he had amassed.
But, so that's not all, right? So, okay. At any one point in time, there would be 5,000 caps going at once, right? So the economy ran on 5,000 caps. That was the maximum caps that were allowed on the field at once.
Oh my god, can you stop fucking up the generator, you piece of shit?
Are they doing something?
Yeah, he won't stop fucking up the generator!
Nice.
Like a bitch!
Right.
I'm never
So,
yelling
like I was
in the
saying,
morning.
at any one point in time, there was only 5,000 caps on the field at once.
Oh my god.
Okay?
My character just did a backflip.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
So, at any one point in time, there was 5,000 caps on the field at once. And there was 3 major factions, including the neutral faction, which was the town. By the near middle, like by the end of the game, not the actual end, by like 3/4 of the way through the game, kind of thing, right? It was coming near the end. People were in the factions. 4 big factions, 3 factions. The neutral faction was the biggest ones, right? With all of them combined, all of our bounties combined from all those factions, that David alone did, was 3/4 of the entire economy of the world at the time.
So he almost controlled all of the.
No, he didn't. He didn't have that. It was on his head. The bounties, all bounties.
You mean there was
all
bounties on his
yes.
head?
And
Basically
mine. I don't know
the
how he
whole
did
economy.
it. He had
placed.
over a
Hold on.
500 coin
Hold on.
bounty on my head for no reason. But
Hold on, let me get this straight.
right?
So, he had 3,750 caps on his head.
Roughly. Not just his. He somehow got on mine and James and his, right? From all the factions combined. Was roughly, yes, almost 4,000 coins.
Wait, so you were just like your own little group?
Yes, because no group would accept us after what David did to the town and the market.
In other words, you made your own faction.
Basically, because we got banished from the town after what David did, and then we got banished from a blue thing because David kept ambushing blue teams. We got banished from the purple because we stole something from them. And we got banished from the red team because we destroyed the economy. Those were the main factions. No faction would let us in.
Hold on. Let me just get this straight. I need to make sure, just for personal measure.
At one point in time, we had almost 3/4 of the entire economy on our heads. We were wanted men.
David
did all of this.
Our David.
David.
Crazy looking eye.
Yes.
Sailing club David.
Right?
Knows a lot about wars. Just casually. On a whim.
It was on
manages to disrupt the whole economy.
No.
And he basically
I need to say this now.
turned the economy. He basically turned the whole economy on himself.
Yes.
He went into town looking for materials. He said, "Hey, that looks like a pretty fancy water bottle. I want it."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then he said, "I'll take it for 1 cap."
Yeah.
Sorry, kid, but that's 3. No, I really just want it for 1. No, 3. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. You were making a grave mistake, good sir. Yeah, whatever. Shut up, kid. All right. Your funeral.
Yep.
Went back to wherever the hell he came from.
Yeah.
Amassed a small army. Came into the town.
Yep.
Did he ever get the water bottle?
He did not get the water bottle. From what I know, he did not get the water bottle.
And he went into town. He fucked up.
I don't think it matters if he got the water bottle or not.
So he went into the town.
Yeah.
Chris, at one point in time,
destroyed the entire economy.
At one
got
point in
kicked out of 3 factions, and was wanted for 3/4
of the entire
economy. The entire town's economy.
Yes, the entire economy.
Chris, I don't think the water bottle was like.
Water doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't
He was
matter.
power
it didn't
hungry.
matter anymore. He had too much power for one person.
And he did most of this stuff while me and James were just constructing a house.
Over 2 caps. Over 2 caps.
Over
he
2 caps.
destroyed the town on a whim.
Basically. Because I know when I was shot, this guy was going by. This group was coming by, and they killed all of us. And they killed me and they killed everybody else. I was like, why'd you kill us? He was like, oh yeah, you were wanted for 500 coins. I was like, when did this happen? He's like, I don't know, I think that guy did it. He pointed at David. I was like, ah yes, that makes sense.
That's about right.
I asked him, how did you get a 500 coin bounty on my head? He's like, oh yeah, I think I used your name whenever I stole something from a store. I was like,
Oh.
what did you do?
What did you steal?
I don't know what he stole.
How do you commit identity theft in? You know, never mind.
Hold on. Okay, so you went into a store, committed an identity fraud, went back home, you got shot, and it was like, hey, how'd this happen? Some dude casually, ever so casually,
That
like
guy
just
did
noticed
it.
David. Oh, him. I think he did that. And suddenly you're apparently wanted for murder because that's a tenth of the economy right there.
That's not okay.
He
If
stole
you were
something very
wanted-
important, though. I think he stole some
You-
power cell. And there's only 3 power cells in the game.
Okay, that makes sense.
Those power cells sell for a lot, and they are the most important thing in the game. You
What
just
exactly
stole one.
did they do?
They can.
He just took one. You know.
Yeah, he just took one. So power cells. So what you had to do. At the end of the game, there was a storm that came by, and each faction had a stronghold, right? And you were supposed to build a bunker, like a house kind of thing, out of tarps, bags, or whatever you could get, and wood. They sold all this stuff, right? Oh, is my thing stopped? Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason my recording froze, or not my recording, my thing froze. Whatever. I was gonna put an overlay.
Just go on.
Yeah, I was gonna put an overlay over anyways. But so you had to build like a base basically within time the game would end. Basically, it was all, like I said, it was an all-day event. And so what you had to build, you had to have tarps for the roof. You had to add stuff for the walls and everything. You had to have water and food to support your people, and a power cell or some sort of energy, which a power cell was energy. Now a power cell could have energy up to 50 people per power cell, and there's only 3 power cells of the game, right? So, or there's like 4 altogether, I think. There's a 4th hidden one. And so the power cells were the most important thing in the game, because if you had a power cell, you controlled a faction, basically. David just stole one from a town.
Just straight up.
Straight up.
He just straight up went to the market. Oh, my thing fell. Straight up went to a market. He was like, yeah, I'm Tyler. Stole a power cell and got a 500 bounty on my head.
Walked in. Grabbed the power cell. Walked out.
Yep. Oh, that's why my phone died.
So he just walked in.
Stole a power cell.
Out.
And he didn't walk out. He ran. He started like guns blazing, ran out of the store.
So, fun.
Like he made a scene about it, from what I heard. I heard gunshots from a little ways away. It's like
walked in.
I was like, oh wow, there must be fighting over there. David came up. He's like, I'm being chased.
In the place, and got the fuck out.
Yeah. So okay. So me and James were building, right. The world market was actually very close to where we were building our base, right. I just hear in the distance, I hear like. I was like, oh wow, there must be fighting going on over there. I see David running with a pistol and like a power cell in his hand. He's like, I'm being chased. I was like, what's going on? He's like, he gets to us, he looks behind him, he's like, oh, nothing, I'm good. I was like, he's like, what's going on over there? He's like, I think there's some people fighting. Few minutes later, I get shot and said I was wanted for stealing a power cell.
Like, now you have to think for a moment. Was it even guarded?
Yeah, it was. Like, he just, literally, it was on the countertop. Right beside some guy's gun.
On a whim.
I don't think it was on a whim, Chris.
He probably planned it. He didn't even plan. I don't believe he planned it. I believe he was like, hey, I want that. Thought the price was too high and just took it. Pretty sure that's what he did. You guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Everybody's just being silent for some reason.
No, just general note to self. Never cross David.
No, never do anything.
Ever.
You should see. David has scary powers to converse people. Like, have I told you? Okay, so there's once that David got. Caleb, I think you might have been there. There was a bridge over a pond, right? Three different groups were watching this. One in the tower, one in the forest, and one in the middle in the near the God, part of town. I forgot what it's called exactly. Basically, they're all fighting, or there was two groups at least. Two groups fighting across the pond already. People were shooting across the pond already. David was like, I want to get across that pond. He was like, David, the only way around it, we have to go around it, which is extremely dangerous, or run straight through the bridge.
We just ran
David's
straight
like,
through.
David's like, we're going to run through the bridge then. I was like, no, David. He was like,
I remember that.
I was like, David, I'm not going to do that. And then I was like, we were talking for a bit. I was like, okay, David, if you can get, let's say 10 people, if not more, to join us, I'll run with you. A few minutes later, he comes out. He's like, all right, we're going. It's like, what? He just has a group of people ready to run across the bridge and sacrifice their lives. I was like,
Like,
what?
just...
What? We crossed the bridge. David's like one of the only people to survive. He was in the front of the line.
I also remember there was a time when we were trying to flank them around.
Yeah.
Or we were trying to go around and flank them, but the only way around was through like this swampy area with like 2 feet of water.
Aww.
And James and David, I don't know if you were there too.
He knows.
But they all they both like, I was like, you know what? I'd rather not mess anything up. I'm just gonna go back. And David just looked at me and he was like, I'm going right through this swamp. And he walked through.
Oh
His
God.
legs were like all the way up to his waist, like walked through the water. I was like, all right, yeah.
Nice.
Somehow survived. We met up later.
Do you remember the time where he kicked open the door of a crate or whatever with people in it?
Was it the one everyone was in there?
Everybody was in the crate. David
we were
goes.
playing.
You
we
explained.
were playing
You were
zombies.
inside of it.
Everyone was in the crate.
Oh
I
my
was
God, I
sitting
love this.
all the way in the back of the crate, laying down next to David. Right? Someone sitting at the doors of the crate, holding them shut. Nobody knows we're there. There was like 30 people in that Connex box, in that
Yeah.
in that box. And I look at David and he's like, all right, I'm gonna make a scene real quick.
Aww.
he's like, all right, I have a plan. I'm gonna do something really crazy. And then he got up. He starts screaming.
Like, woo!
I'm gonna make a scene.
He stepped over. He started walking through everyone that was in there. And I just heard like a bunch of people whispering, like, "What is he doing?" And he walked over to he was like, "Move out of the way of the doors." He was like, "Move out of the way of the doors." And the guy moved over a little bit, and David was like, "Ah!" He just screams and kicks the door wide open, and we all get sprayed on.
I was across the map. I was in town. I was like, "Where is everybody?" I heard like a giant explosion. Like, oh jeez! And I heard, "Whoa!" I was like, what
the whole, there was like all like 30, there was like, I don't know, it was like 20 people that were just laying, we were laying on top of each other in that box. We just got sprayed down by the enemy team.
That was amazing. I just heard like, whoa! I was like, Jesus, like, that was a loud grenade. Someone must have threw a grenade into a contacts box. I found out later, David just kicks a door open.
He kicked the metal door open and started screaming.
Why?
Because it's David.
There's also a time. Do you remember the time when we were playing zombies? He was hiding under the stairs. He came out
Oh
of the
yeah, I
stairs
remember
after. That was
that.
awesome. He was describing like he was under stairs. People were shining flashlights around. Someone was going upstairs. He was describing like he was escaping a prison or like a war camp.
No, I remember I was
I even
sitting
actually looked in
like
there. I was like, no one would be in there, and walked
I got
away.
I got killed, and it was like I think yeah we were playing zombies, right, or whatever.
Yeah, it was zombies.
And we were trying, like, everyone was converted. We started walking back to the um like right outside, like we started walking as if the game was ending. And I see David pop out of the house like, I'm still alive.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what?
I don't think anyone else knew though.
It was amazing.
But he was like, yeah, I was under the stairs the whole time.
So everyone except David was converted.
Yeah. Do you remember? I don't know if you were there, but there was this one time, David. Me and David, and I don't know if it was you and James, but we had a plan of doing something that could be game changing, and we did it, and we changed the game altogether. Like we actually won the game, right? With David commanding some things here and there. And then Dave, at the end of the game, we were walking through town. David was we were walking through town. David was acting like a crazy person. He's like, that was me. I did all of that. Do you know me? I did that. He's just running up to people, like yelling at them. It's like, I did this. He's like, people are just looking at him. It's like,
Yep.
It was
All right,
amazing.
David.
Oh my god, there were so many things David has done. There's also some awesome things. You know, sometimes he can do smart things. Sometimes, like the one time we were in the bunker. I'm almost sure you were there. There was 5 of us, right? There was those 2 British guys, me, you, James, and David, and
Yeah.
we were it. And the front line, the entire front line, from what we heard, was completely taken up to the point we were at, right?
Yeah.
And it was just us 5 against like
Motherfucker.
over almost like 100 people because this was a bigger event. And so, me, and most of the other guys were like, we need to retreat back to the line. We're gonna get lit up and killed. David was like, no, we're staying here.
Caleb.
And
Yes, we did.
David talked us into it somehow to staying. 5 of us against 100 people or so.
Yeah. Oh, are you talking about when we were?
Yeah,
I remember
in the bunker. That is
Yeah,
one of
I
my
remember
favorite
we were in
moments
the
of Airsoft
bunker.
ever.
That was
One of the British
oh,
guys.
Wait, are you talking about?
One of the
You're
British
not
guys.
talking about the. I don't remember. I remember a few times we were in bunkers.
Okay,
I
so
don't remember.
it was the North Bunkers, right outside the town by the plane, right? We were the
Yeah, by
last
the
line
plane.
defense. There's us 3 and 2 British guys. That
Wait,
was
was
it.
that when I got shot in the head?
I don't know.
Tyler,
Hmm?
I would like to bring something to your attention.
What?
You have just talked about David for half an hour.
We're gonna keep talking about it. We're almost.
We're gonna keep talking about
We're
David.
gonna keep
All
talking.
right.
About it. So, like I was saying, one guy or whatever, or there were 6 of us at first. One guy went to go get reinforcements, and I was like, David, if we can last 10 minutes, we can get some reinforcements. And he was like, deal. We did. We lasted like 15 to 20 minutes, and we actually pushed the line back, and we took back that line all due to that one bunker. It was super intense. It was amazing. Do you remember that? That was awesome. That was like one of my favorite memories.
If I was there.
You might not have been there.
I think
It
I
was
was
one of my
somewhere
favorite
else,
memories.
but I do remember there was one time it was just me and you in the bunker.
Yeah.
I think it was the same
Pallet
bunker.
down.
Yeah, North
And
Bunker.
we were-
Oh no, Pallet Town.
we were getting
Pallet Town
pushed-
Does not work.
We were getting pushed by the enemy forces or whatever, and they were supposed to. I think they were supposed to like touch a cone that was on the other side of the map.
Yeah, the win.
And it was me and you sitting inside the bunker, and they were pushing us from all sides, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna stand up real quick, and I stood up. There was a guy right in front of me,
Oh,
and my gun, it was set for like purple tape or whatever.
Oh,
I don't remember.
no.
It was like
Yeah.
you're supposed to be 20 feet away before you can shoot people.
Aw.
He was right in front of me, and I shot him right in the face.
Ooh.
Who did you
And
shoot?
then I got hit in the head from someone that
you
was next to the plane.
You know how ruthless?
No.
Do you know how ruthless David is as a leader?
I
I kind
you know-
of have an idea.
Okay, Chris, you
I
don't
remember-
understand. once, here, I'll let you talk after this, but real quick, I just want to say,
Yeah.
once, me and David, and like these few other guys had to hold this line. Some of the other guys thought it was completely crazy. We should retreat. And David was like, if any of you start going the other direction, I will
I'll
shoot you.
shoot you. Yeah, I remember
One of the
that.
guys took his bluff, started walking away, and David shot him. Everybody else got so scared that we stayed.
You know what?
David was
Hold
just
on, hold on.
hovering over us with a pistol,
No, you don't
waiting for
understand.
someone to try to run.
You don't understand. You basically just read my mind. I was about to say, so is he kind of like it was the Russians. They
Yeah,
ran out of
the Russians.
ammo, and they were at the and
If
they
they
were out of line,
retreated, they would get
and
shot
they
in the back.
and if they retreated, they
Their
were like,
commander
we're out
officer.
of ammo. We can't do this. He's like, then run at them with your bare hands.
Yeah, if
And
one
of them
their commanding
tried to
officer
retreat, and then he
back.
shot him.
Yeah, their
And then
commanding
they all
officer would
turned
shoot
around
them
and
in the
started
end.
running at them.
Exactly.
And they took it. And they just fucking took it,
Exactly.
as you do.
All right, what were we saying, Caleb?
I remember I was with David at I think we were like inside the town on like we were at the corner of the town that was like leading off to where the woods was, where where like that group of bunkers was.
Yeah.
Next to the pond. And we were sitting in one of the crates, and David was like, I saw David. I looked over at David. He turned on his or like he gave me a look,
Yeah.
right? And that's when I know something's about to happen. He looked at me for a second, and I looked at his gun. He turned on full auto.
Oh no.
And there was like a bunch of guys outside. He was like, okay, I'm gonna scout it real quick, and then I'll go out. And I looked outside. I was like, all right, there's a few guys laying down. He was like, okay, that's all I need. There was like he went to the open door where he could have got shot.
Yeah.
I don't know how he didn't get shot either. And he just started full auto spraying at the guys that were laying down.
Jesus.
And you can hear people like screaming in the background, like get down. And then there was a medic that tried to he ran in. David missed him while he was full autoing, and then the medic tried to turn around and start running away, and David just sprayed him down. You just hear him like yelling in the background, like get down. And I'm like, yeah,
Oh my God.
that's
Oh,
David.
David.
My God. Like, oh my God.
He is
Uh-huh.
insane.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys
I
don't
think
have...
sociopathic would be the word.
Probably something like that. But
I don't know.
so
I think he's just smarter than the rest of us.
oh yeah,
It
some way
works for him for
somehow
some
he
reason.
does it and it works. Oh my God. But yeah, so if you guys have nothing else to talk about, then this has been playing along. We could probably end the podcast here. Unless you guys have anything else you want to say. Anything?
So
wait.
just hold on. Let me just
Oh yeah, look.
quick recap.
Yep.
Quick recap. Okay.
Okay.
So we started
Yes.
with nothing.
No, not really.
Then we started trying to talk about theories about atoms and multiverse, right?
Yeah.
And then we talked about ranking systems.
Uh-huh.
And then we talked about David.
And then
For
we
about-
talked about David for half an
basically-
hour.
5 minutes.
Oh yeah, almost 40 minutes.
Basically started off, 20 minutes or so with spatting out random ideas about different stuff. And then we got on one topic, and it was David,
And
and we
David.
lasted about 45 minutes talking about David.
I mean, I'm fine with that podcast.
With little bits of me just screaming, "Oh fuck, it's Pennywise!"
Yeah,
the clown!"
basically.
Oh, also, for some reason, David, I don't know why, but he likes to not contact me for like 3 months straight,
And then send one
send
me.
me a
Yeah, he
random
does that to me.
video or picture,
He does that.
and it creeps me the fuck out. I have no idea. He sends me this like really weird Shrek video that's just like Shrek bursting through doors and a bunch of people screaming. I'm like, what the fuck, David?
Alright.
What's going on?
Alright. I think that's been plenty. So, if you guys did somehow get this far through the podcast and you actually did finish the podcast, Congratulations, everybody! Just give them a real quick clap for anybody who's actually made this far. But if you guys did enjoy this podcast and do enjoy the other podcasts we've made, tell us. You can tell us that we can make more podcasts. These are easy. We can always find some more topics or give us some topics. If you guys do like our videos, leave a like if you like this one, and just subscribe. That always helps. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.